Hello guys, I'm photographer Rav Holly. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be reviewing a wireless mic system, that I just picked up recently myself. I did some research into it. I'd actually been looking at this mic system approximately for a year to 2 years. When I first started looking at it, it was $100 and I thought that was pretty cheap considering the next one's up, like the Sony UCM, whatever it is, start like at $600 or so. So when I saw this one, it caught my attention over a year ago. But I wasn't convinced of the quality, and I wasn't convinced if it was even worth $100 because it looked pretty cheaply made as far as you know, some of the other mic systems. The other mic systems out there, you know, it's gonna look like a toy or something that just wasn't very well made. So I wasn't gonna waste $100 on it just to test it. So I kind of waited around to see what happened. I know you could buy it on Amazon for I think $100 now still. And at that time you could buy it on eBay. I saw it for $75, $80, $85. Well, the good news is that was a little over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm not even quite sure anymore. It was a while, time flies. But I can say I picked up this mic system on eBay for $26.95. So for that price, it was definitely worth for me to check it out and see if it worked. And even if it would just work every now and then, I would keep it in my sound box for something, you know, in an emergency if I had to use it. But I actually watched all the reviews on YouTube. I read some articles about it. There was some mixed reviews. The number one thing was the quality was not very good. I mean, it would work, but as far as the quality, the sound just wasn't that great. So like I said, it would be something that I could use in an emergency, but what I was really looking for was something to use to do these YouTube videos because I'm trying to up the production value of my YouTube videos because I've got going on 100 subscribers. I've got over 80,000 views, and to be totally honest with you, the only thing I have on my YouTube channel as far as videos is pretty much crap. I started my YouTube channel in 2006 on a whim just because it was there, and I've never been really into the production value of my videos, but I'm trying to get there. I actually want to grow my YouTube channel and make it something that's you know, viable for me and viable for the community and has some actual information for you guys, and it's not just something stupid to look at like my chopper ride in Paris, which is pretty retarded. Anyway, back to the mic system. I'm rambling. Back to the mic system. The mic system that I picked up, if you got your pens ready, is a Sony WCS-999. And if any of you are looking at wireless mic systems, I'm sure you've already done your homework on this mic system, as I did mine. Now, the one thing I can tell you in pretty much all of the reviews I've seen is the sound was lacking. It was mono, which was a big turnoff for me. So basically, you're getting input in one one speaker. So if you have dual speakers on your computer, you're only going to hear sound out of one. I didn't like that at all. So I saw another review where another one of the guys ordered a stereo 3.5 millimeter stereo adapter that fits right over your 3.5 mono plug. So you just slip it right over there, plug it into your camera, and voila, you have stereo. So I did that. That was number one. Number two, to upgrade this system, I actually bought the Sony ECM-CS3 Sony microphone, which is what you see I have right here. It's a stereo microphone, not just a mono. It is a stereo microphone, and I watched several videos just on the microphone, and I like the way it sounds. One of the drawbacks for this microphone is it's very large for a lapel or a lavalier microphone, and I don't like that. But mostly I'm just going to be using it, so I'm not going to be using it on talent or anything, so I don't really see it being a problem in my little YouTube videos. So as long as it gives me some decent sound and not a lot of reverb or a lot of feedback, or I'm totally cool with it. And it's easier to find because I'm always losing my lapel mics. But I will say this. One of the downside of this system, I believe, and is this microphone, the stock microphone that comes with the system. My only word for this is junk. It really is junk. It it just doesn't sound good. It's got a little finicky metal clip on it that's hard to put on. You know, neither one of these have a windscreen on them, so I'll probably order, I don't know how I'm going to put a windscreen on this, maybe two on each, one on each end, I don't know, but it's very, even the cord is very cheaply made. It's really cheap. So it got me brainstorming and thinking, wow, well maybe it actually isn't the whole system. I actually saw a review video where a guy had replaced this mic with an Olympus ECM-1616 or something like that. And I actually looked at that microphone as well, but then ended up going with the stereo Sony. I thought it sounded better, but you know, that's apples and oranges or whatever. It was Sony, so the system's Sony, so I decided to stay with a Sony microphone. But this microphone is just not it's not a very good quality microphone at all. It's cheaply made, the cord's bad, and it's very sensitive to touch. All the videos I saw, even the last video I saw review, which was very well done, it was very well produced, I still heard cord noise. If he touched his shirt, which I'm touching this one right now, and I don't think you're gonna hear anything. I've done a little testing with this mic, and it sounds good. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not a $300 or $400 lavalier mic, but it's $20, and it's get decent sound into my D5100. So that's what I was looking for. I'm not a professional sound guy. I do some professional video, but we usually hire a sound guy to do that stuff. Because if I'm doing any professional video production for music video or anything like that, we hire out a sound person that is a sound expert to come in and handle that sound. But for my YouTube videos, I wanted some decent sound. I didn't want all that echo that you get from trying to talk into the mic on a camera. And anybody that records into a DSLR knows the sound is crap anyway with an onboard mic. So I was trying to get out there and trying to figure out what I could use. I've actually got a Sony lavalier mic that it's $300 or $400, but the problem is it's got different connection. You can't plug it into your camera. It's a high-end mic, so you got to have a soundboard. I plug it into a soundboard is what I use it with, and so I can't really use it with my. I could, but it's just a pain. I want something quick, so that's why I went with this system. And I wanted something cordless, so I'm not dragging around a 20-foot cord, which is what that mic has. So you kind of got to stay still. You can't really be mobile like you can with a cordless. And I wanted a cordless system, but I didn't want to spend $600 to get one. I may eventually spend that, but I wanted something in the time being. So brainstorming, I decided to buy this, upgrade the microphone, and the stereo connector. And I think we've got pretty decent sound. I'll walk around a little bit. We're going to lose focus on the camera. I apologize for that. I don't have anybody operating the camera for me. It's just me. But I'm back here about 10, 15 feet from the camera now, and the audio should stay pretty much the same. What I'm going to do now, though, is I am going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to put this microphone on into the system. I'm going to hook it up, and so I can let you hear the difference in the quality of the sound from the stock microphone to the Sony ECM-CS3 that I'm talking on right now. So to give you an idea of the difference in the quality of sound with this system with the upgraded mic. Don't go away, I'll be right back. All right guys, we are back, and we're now using the Sony stock microphone that comes with the WCS-999 wireless system. I'm not going to stay on this mic too long because the audio quality is really bad, which I'm sure you can tell now. If you're like me, I talk with my hands a lot, and this mic is very sensitive to the touch. I didn't hear any popping in initial testing on mine, but when I listened to everybody else's videos using this microphone, there was a lot of popping, a lot of interference. I can tell you, I know this mic, during the initial testing, it would cut out. Sound would cut out completely, and that's something that, you know, you just can't. If I hadn't upgraded the microphone and I would have kept this microphone, I would have completely judged the whole system. I'd have been like, this thing's crap, doesn't even work, it's got crappy receivers, crappy transmitter, but doing the initial test, getting the other microphone, I can say it's actually usable, but just not with this microphone. So look out there, guys. look at this system, but replace this microphone. Number one thing. I also, if you haven't noticed, we're only on mono now. I undid the stereo adapter, so you would actually get exactly what this thing sounds like out of the box. So you can see the difference in quality if you get the stereo adapter, the 3.5 millimeter stereo adapter, and I'll put a link down there from where I ordered it, so you guys can order one yourself. And I think it was like $2, $3. And also the Sony ECM-CS3. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and change mics again, so you don't have to suffer through this any longer. I'll be right back. We are back, and you should be having really good sound now. We should be back to really good, or decent sound, I should say. Not really good sound, but decent sound. I kind of got a little long-winded in my initial intro, so I'm going to try to wrap this up really quick. What I will say is I think with the upgraded microphone, I think this is a usable system. I don't think it's a transmitter or the receiver. I think they're okay quality. One thing I can tell you, if you read the box, if you read the specifications on the system, it says it'll do 150 feet. And I can tell you on all the other reviews of this, you see people going outside and doing that and walking away from it until you lose sound. I can tell you on my own testing, you don't get anywhere near 150 feet. The most I got was probably 40 to 50 feet, but I am in the city and there's a lot of high-line wires and a lot of things that interfere. I do understand that this system uses 900 megahertz, which is like the old cell phone systems that we used to have in our house. But still, I think because of interference or whatever, the receiver and transceiver just aren't that strong. But maybe in ideal conditions, if you were like in a warehouse, let's say, with not a lot of electronics, maybe you would get that. I'm not sure. Somebody looking for something for your YouTube videos, those of us that are using our DSLRs, I'm filming this on my D5100. I can tell you the internal mic on this camera is horrible. It's really bad. As we all know, and that's what we're all searching for, is better sound, because that ups the production value of your videos. Before I have a 3.5 millimeter shotgun mic, and I was basically stringing it up, the wiring up in the ceiling, hanging the mic down, framing the frame so you couldn't see the mic. If I moved at all, it affected the sound quality. So that's why I was looking for a wireless system. This was, again, cheap and inexpensive. It's not perfect, but for what I'm using it for, I think it works fine with the upgraded mic. So anyway, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be trying to do some photography tutorial stuff and talking about photography and other things. So please subscribe. If you have any comments, if you know a better mic maybe for this system, or if you just think the sound is crap, comment below and let me know. I know some of you guys are sound engineers out there, and you know what really good crisp sound is supposed to sound like. Like I said, I have a $300 or $400 Sony lavalier lapel mic that you have to put a battery in it. It's got an XLR jack, so you either have to have an XLR connection on your camera, or you have to have, what I do is I run it through a mixer into a soundboard. So, and the sound is completely off the chain. I mean, I've got Shure microphones, and those, it's a whole different realm. But for something like this, I think this is a perfect little setup. Anyway, guys, again, I'm Rav Holly. Check out my photography website, ravholly.com, if you want to see some of my work. Again, I'm a photographer, as you can see all the crap I got behind me. But subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter Rav Holly. The link should be up here in the top. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and going to conclude this video. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think with a thumbs up. Have a good weekend, guys. It's the weekend. It's Friday. Yeah. Friday 8. What am I doing this for? Gotta go, guys. Bye.